Hello, hello. Before I begin, I would like to clarify that I did not do Supreme Showdown 20 or 21, and I cannot do Deep Space. So if that's your like minimum requirement for things that you are interested in, then I want to say that is not what I am capable of at the moment, or what my character is capable of. All right, with that out of the way, as you can see, I am finally above. I mean, I've been above for like quite a few days now, 5 trillion or like dummy cap, and I was able to work out defenses a little bit more. So let's just jump right into it. Here's the sheet. Got some more life. As you can see, resistances are at 71 for the elemental and 61 for the erosion resistance. Now let's take a look at the damage sheet. This is what we have, although we know that like DPS value is not really reliable, and it just changes basically anytime you enter an area or go into a new area. But it's like a number. This damage number is obviously more reliable, more relevant. Some damage bonus numbers, and attack speed is also something that keeps moving between 140 something and 150 something. I don't exactly know what it depends on, but it is what it is. Crit strike chance is a bit low, but that's what we got. Crit damage here. Bunch of pen. I'll get right to that. Why I have this pen here. Double damage chance. That's from the belt. Aura effect is boots and basically that. So basically the sealed mana reservation is where that's coming from. Projectile speed that goes into the gale, and also the hero trait. Is converted to fire, and then the fire converts to the erosion. Here, every 0.5 non-channeled main scale converts 100% physical elemental to erosion damage. And because it's a Bing, and it's 1.5, so basically it procs on every bomb that you throw, or every demolition charge. So that's the damage sheet basically. It's got some defenses. Armor is obviously not great, but I'll get to the quote-unquote solution later. And then I'm not doing block or not running block. It's like another defensive option that people do. And from what I've heard, block is pretty OP. Yeah, this is not very relevant to anything. And then it's important to have a deterioration chance at 100% or above. Yeah, you can see the deaths. It's a lot to the character. I'm just running around doing low value stuff while I have something in the background. Movement speed is decent. Area increase not super relevant and not super important, at least on the damage side. I already have the coverage from the support that I have in Silva here, right? And that's enough of the sheet. The items are basically the same, but with some crafting upgrades. Like wherever it's cheap, like upgrading the res or life to tier 0 is pretty cheap compared to the others, so I hit it there. Same here, life and the res. Same here, the lightning res is able to be upgraded. Here elemental damage and the fizz damage flat. And this is what I was saying that I would get to in a bit. The elemental erosion ban, which so basically any other build that I was looking at was doing the same angle. They have the flat damage and percent physical, but I just find it so hard to justify when I have a tier 1 60%, so I never actually tried going for the other mod. And I don't even know if it's better damage wise. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So what's left? The boots are still the same. I did not go for a better one. Same with the gloves. Just has the blinding on hit chance and not much else. It would be more damage if I went for one that actually has corruptions, like for example the critical strike rating. If that line is corroded, then obviously that would be more damage. Basically any of the lines. And in the previous video you could see that I got this one when I corroded the 30 chest pieces, and I was able to hit one of them with the right double corrosion. So that's pretty cool. And let's look at other stuff here. So talent 3 it hasn't changed in quite a while. I'm just gonna look at it just in case, but I'm also gonna put the code in the description. Attack speed, cast speed. I don't know if there's something better instead of this. I still have this one. I just couldn't really find anything better. I just feel it feels awkward to give up the elemental damage, because like this one is very, very cheap. But then if I'm looking for something that has 2 damage lines, then that's not cheap already, and then I lose the additional elemental damage. And then at the moment I'm angling more for the defensive side of things, but then I don't really know if there's any good defensive option here that I would like to take. Because if I don't want to go into block, then I don't want to go into the block defensive side, so no block talent here. And my angle is basically the conversion eventually, potentially. This one is still the same. This one, again, quite cheap, but upgrade that I want is expensive. So same here, like this line is crit chance that critical strikes can eliminate enemies under 10% life. It's not, again, something that's not factoring into the dummy numbers, but it's also like cheap and neat. This one I'm still using. It's also not expensive. This one's super cheap, this one's super cheap. But these the other mods are bit of element or res, meant some life. Obviously this one's still the same. This one crashed quite hard. It's only 800. I mean, still, I'd say that these like cheap, but they can add up. And what's next? Okay, yeah, hero talent. Have this deck projectile speed. Some like this rarity with better mods here is again quite expensive. So I just grabbed like the cheapest reasonable one, upgraded it to 50. Those are kind of nice. Same here. Broad speed life, fire damage, broad speed. This could, like, I could craft this a little bit better or something else, but I think it's fine. Same here. So these are all level 3. And yeah, there's the pact. This is my pact 3 at the moment. So it's defensive. For the moment, I just threw into strength microphates here. And this is only a 2%, but eventually obviously it will be like 3% here. And then if I would have the helmet, then I would have the fire conversion, and then these might just be +2 max fire res. But yeah, like this is just flower. I just don't know if I have anything better, to be honest. So yeah, and this one is just a portrait of the fallen saintess. You know, yeah, it's nothing to write home about, but it's just additional damage taken is nice. And yeah, could be better, obviously. And then this is what I'm running all the time, because I'm basically just running Mistwheel while I can do something else on the other screen. As for challenges, 356 here, 19 here, and I did not touch city defense because it needs other people, and that's hard. So yeah, and let's get to some actual content. I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I can do 5. I haven't tried it yet. Last time I did 4, it was a bit dicey because I felt squishy. As you can see, I still feel squishy because I get hit by something, and even though the survival numbers are not that terrible, I still can just fall over. So I'm gonna be quite squishy until I get the helmet. Ow. But yeah, this looks fine. So again, that's Path of Brave 4. As long as I don't intentionally eat something, it should be fine. The domes are a bit annoying, obviously. So far it seems like I'm doing fine. Did I say that I almost and I die? That's fine. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to the point where I'm reliably not dying to anything. As you can see, I'm still 97. I'm not really interested in leveling up anymore. And I don't think I'm ever gonna be level 100 in this game. Okay, I got hit again by something. So yeah, that 4 feels a bit rough, so I do not have high hopes for the 5. Ow. See, again. Okay, I think based on the results of this one, probably not much point to even try the 5. And this should be the boss. Okay, at least I got to dodge the
Who sent this invitation?
Invulnerable phase. Alright, so I guess that's Path of the Brave 4. And let's hop into a Profound. See, again, it's not very impressive or anything. You see, this is just the beacon stuff that I have at the moment. Turn here or here, beacon, beacon. I even have a little bit of beacon profounds here. Again, I was copying it from someone else, and that's pretty much it. When I actually, oh, I forgot to swap to the map setup. If I get the box and I get a bunch of beacons, that's pretty good. Like there was some where it was
Let's go
10,
to a deeper
15.
plane. Maybe we can do something enjoyable there.
Then something. See, like it's another 3 there. So that's like what, 45.
Let's go
last
to
time I
a
checked it
deeper
was like
plane.
15.
Maybe we can do
Beacon.
something enjoyable there.
Annoying map because of the bombing. You can see the circles. I don't like that. It's annoying. Keep running around. Even after all this time, like trying to get the survival up, it's not actually that impactful.
Let's go to a deeper plane.
I still have to run
Maybe
around
we
and
can do
try to
something
dodge
Look,
things
isn't that light
which I don't
gorgeous?
like. But it is. Maybe once I have the full conversion of the physical into elemental, things might be better. I mean, they will be better, I just don't know how much. Because I will not have the setup with the golems or whatever they are called here.
Let's go
The thunder
to a
and
deeper
the
plane.
fire
Maybe we
and
can
the
do something
and
enjoyable there.
I bet. Okay. And if I die one more time, I fail the map. That is fun. Ow.
Let's go to a deeper plane. Maybe we can do something enjoyable there.
It's great, by the way, that I get this annoying
Let's go to a deeper plane.
circle
Maybe we can
thing
do something enjoyable there.
on the map, one map that I'm actually running for the recording, but it's fine. I mean, I am really wondering what is exactly the survival that you need to have so you don't fall over.
Look,
Okay,
isn't that light gorgeous?
nice one. And that's that. And like I said previously, I cannot do deep space because if I go into deep space, I just fall over and die because there are immunities that are necessary and I do not have any of them. So that is that. So it's just the beacon stuff that I copied from the loot over here. Because like to get I don't know if it's entirely correct, but it looks like every like interesting farming stuff you will kind of have to have the corresponding pet juiced up to high levels, ideally 6, which is obviously not happening if you are not spending money in the game, which I am not. So that is what it is. And as you can see, I still don't really care about the town. If I put this into 8 max level, I can't even get laborers to the corresponding level, even though it allows me to get level 8 laborers because I do not have the capability to run deep space. and that's the level 90 area, and that is where I can get the level 8 laborers from. And I still do not have the pet, so again, I don't really care about it. And this is something that I did not yap about. Yeah, skills are just here, haven't changed in quite a while. I don't know if there's like better options here. Wind Project area, it's just 20% additional. I look around and I don't really know if there's something with that I can actually get better damage multiplier here. Obviously, this is upgraded to the max for 60% additional on the explosions, 20% additional to scale. Like this is where the coverage is coming from mainly. Still the same. This one, as you know, it's only here for the additional cooldown recovery. It obviously doesn't activate on anything. Here is just prep here. Let's rage. One of the curses here. The other curse is coming from the ring. And here's the war cry. 1 aura, 2 auras, 3, 4, and then 5 in the boots. Here's one of the candles, the heart, and then the blessing generation. And the other one, +1 curse and the adaptation. So that's 25% converted of the physical damage taken to random elemental damage and +4 res. And then from helmet it would get another 66%, and then from slate you can get 8% conversion, and then you can like sit on 99% if you are on tier 0 max roll mode on the helmet, and also 2020 on the priceless affix and the dream affix that can do 2020. This one doesn't actually sell. Nobody wants it, nobody needs it, which is awkward. But I would like something like this, basically. I would use 66%. That would be my defensive option, basically. Yeah, as you can see, I'm quite poor, but that's fine. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I have missed anything. I think it's all in the builder anyway. And yeah, the one actual goal that I have is, like I said, changing this helmet to the one that has 2020 and 26, so basically 66% conversion, and then I'm basically converting on all the physical taken into elemental, so that should mean that I lose my weakness of falling over to any physical damage. But just so I don't leave this entirely out, I mean, I might fail here, but okay, Radiance of the Sun. Get into bubble and hope that I do not run out of time. I guess I ran out of time and I die. You know what? I don't care. It's fine. I did it. Believe me, I did it. And I got better since then. I did it. I just don't have the patience to do it again. But if you really care about this, right? You look here. That's the thing. I'm in the 7th here, but if you look at all the other stuff above, this is entirely different. Might also be cool. I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I don't know how it feels. This one, same. So but it's also 19, so like I really see the point of copying them that much, right? There's two that did, one that he did 20, but the build is taken apart already, and then it's one that's a 21. There's insane damage numbers on here, but it's an entirely different angle. There's a strength stacking here. It's like pretty cool. Like there is like quite some overlap possibly. So if I could like make a different belt, this one's quite cheap. Yeah. So that's another angle, and as you can see, it already did 21 with 3-star. So I guess if that's your angle, then it's something that you could copy instead of me. But yeah, boss conquest is just annoying. Again, it's not a damage thing. It's more like I'm running around and I'm trying to not get hit, because if I get hit by anything, I fall over. Like the big fire explosion things. So I don't think I ever ran out of time instead of dying too many times. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. I'll hop on the dummy once more, and it gets in like 5 seconds to 5 trillion, and it's obviously somewhere above that, and there is a way of calculating the numbers which I never figured out and I still do not know, but there is a way of calculating how much your damage is above 5 trillion. Alright, I was unreasonably yappy at times, but I really wanted one video where I can just chill and go over everything. And now we're pumping it back to 5 trillion. Then you can like stutter step a little bit, right? Because if you're basically not losing any bomb throws, then DPS is basically the same, and then you can still dodge stuff. It's just a bit annoying to stutter step. Alright, but that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, listening, and have a good day. Bye bye.